actually now been taking a spin at the Auto Expo, and joining me from there live, CarDekho and the co-founder Amit Jain. Amit, good evening. Thanks so much for joining us here on Startup Central, live from the Auto Expo. The biggest in Asia, but will you admit that this year, a bit muted? A lot of the big guys are not there, and then the coronavirus flu is also happening, and the Auto Expo's got that flu.
Nandra, your last part broke off, but yeah, many manufacturers are missing, but there's new manufacturers that have come into the market, which is exciting part. You can see Great Wall Motor coming out here from China, and then your Haval coming out here. So I can clearly see there is an inflow of Chinese manufacturers in India, and I believe there will be a lot of value for money products that India will see soon. So our current manufacturers will have to start stepping up their value for money concept. Clearly, I can foresee that for sure.
So, you know, their value for money, that the plans that they have, Nirmala Sitharaman, the finance minister, also gave them a booster shot of sorts, tried to create a level playing field, has dramatically increased the import duty when it comes to auto parts, right? That's not going to be good news for a lot of the companies that have been doing well. Kia, Hyundai, MG Motors, but it's good news for CarDekho and the resale market?
Yeah, it is a very good news for resale business because the previous generation cars are still great cars and engines last 10 years now. So we are clearly seeing a big boost. As the new cars get more expensive, clearly the demand for the used vehicles goes up. They look still the same, and an engine BS6 or BS4 makes considerable price difference from a consumer choice. The used car would become far more value for money. You're right.
Amit, CarDekho's entire journey started at the Auto Expo. You and your brother at the Auto Expo realized that there was no listings of cars, nothing on the internet. This is where, you know, CarDekho began, right? Making out the listings at the Auto Expo. So let me ask you today, when you roam around at the Auto Expo, what do you make of it? Which are the manufacturers that are creating a buzz, the models that seem to be creating a buzz?
I still remember the 2008 Expo where me and Anurag came, my brother, and we conceptualized CarDekho here at Expo. At that point, Expo would happen in Pragati Maidan. The show has evolved significantly. It has moved to a much larger format now, with a lot more manufacturers now present in India than in 2008. But clearly, I mean, the Expo show has evolved over a period of time significantly. And I'm not sure if I got your question, but I hope this is what you were asking. I'm trying to make out words on what you're saying, but this is the Expo event that made us happen, frankly, the CarDekho app.
You're obviously joining me from a very, very noisy pavilion. But having said that, Amit, I was asking you, when you were walking around the Auto Expo today, which were the cars and the brands that were creating a bigger buzz? Clearly, you know, the ones that were being favored, being checked out a lot more.
Look, I think this Expo we are not seeing great amount of launches like the last one saw. So this time we are seeing concepts, or we are seeing, you know, other kind of areas where people are talking about electric. So I can clearly see a focus on electric by manufacturers this Expo, which actually tells me that, you know, as we move on in the journey, you'll see a lot more electric penetration as it moves on. Every manufacturer is really working hard for it. Other pieces, there are new manufacturers in with a new lineup of, like, the Great Motor from China is here, Great Wall China is here. You've got one more manufacturing, Haval, which has come in now. The reality is that most of the manufacturers have come up with, say, the similar lineup, and not talking about electric. There are no, like, big launches happening here, barring a few. Like Kia has launched the Carnival and a few others. MG is launching the EV, the ZS EV. So there are not many launches this time, like I would always see in Expo happening. So it's a little different this time, I would say, than usual format of Expo that I would have seen earlier.
But you still got Maruti there, which is the country's largest automaker. Look at the new Brezza that has been unveiled. You got Hyundai there trying to revamp the Creta, which was such a popular car. Did it impress you? What was your take on these two upgrades?
I think both are great cars. They are proven cars, obviously. They look better now, and clearly you'll see better technology coming into it as well. I like both the cars, frankly. There's a lot more to come, Nandara, trust me, and how things will evolve from here. But the two cars that you spoke about just now are brilliant cars. They're time proven already. But I personally like them both.
Did you see any car today that you would want to buy? You know, what is missing today also at the Auto Expo is the luxury cars. The luxury car market being absent there, not creating a lot of the waves.
Yeah, so we definitely are missing them, and those cars are really crowd pullers also. Like, people come to see those cars, right? So the consumers obviously love to see their lineup for sure. Their absence, a few of them obviously, does kind of indicate the market dynamics also, in my opinion. This takes a lot of investments to put up a stall here, and I think there are many manufacturers that have opted out due to commercial reasons.
I'll make this my final question to you, Amit, and then I'll let you go to that return to that noisy Auto Expo, very, very noisy Auto Expo. Any new technology that was really impressive and, is creating a lot of buzz?
I think EV is about to see a new revolution, is what I foresee from this expo. And the car connectivity has increased significantly. The voice commands clarity, and the way the inboard in the console within the car is going to become a very usable console for the driver and the passengers. That's clearly visible in this expo. I think look, engines have become a commodity now. Har car chalti hai, and every car drives. People are now asking, consumers are now asking, what does it give me extra? Which means, what technology, how can I use my mobile phone integrated with the car? How does it touch, voice, the experience within the vehicle change, right? I can see movements on that front this expo for sure. And electric vehicles clearly are gonna be coming in very soon, sooner than you expect, and start eating part of the market share. These are two technologies, EV and connectivity of a car, which are clearly, visible out here.
Okay, so let's see what happens with connected cars. Tomorrow, of course, MG Motors is supposed to be unveiling a brand new model as well. And with that, Amit, thank you so much for being so patient, for joining us live from the Auto Expo. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Nandara, and it was a very noisy network. I'm not sure if I got all your questions right. Thank you.
No, you did. We give you a thumbs up. That's a Sonicon, as we call them, CarDekho with marquee investors on board, and Amit Jain in the driver's seat, along with his brother, with a valuation of almost $800 million, getting into the big highlights from the Auto Expo.